But is it something that you never ever get used to, that you are going to be a lot away from home, and you're not going to see your kids that often because of all the touring? Is that something that you get used to?
Getting used to the thought of that, or the fact that I'm...
The fact that you're quite a lot away from them.
No, I'm not aware of that. No, of course you are. Of course you are. And I think that, in a way, as they say, the apple doesn't fall very far from the tree, and even though my background, my family background was different, in a way, I've noticed how similar I am with my dad, and how, in terms of time spent, together, we do have a similar pattern. Me and my dad, we didn't live together, so we automatically had a time passing in between when we saw each other.
Yeah.
I think we're spending the time together differently. When I'm at home, I try to be quite present, and because of my work, of course, I to some degree, I'm actually off when I'm home.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, I have this condition which makes my head sort of just spin. So I have a hard time being anywhere with anyone else. But I believe, as far as I can tell, and as far as we're conversing about these things, even with the kids, I get the feeling that there is an understanding that my lifestyle, their lifestyle, because of that, is rather unique. In one aspect,
yeah.
But on the other hand, there's tons of freelance people, everywhere.
Travels a lot
travels a lot there, or does not play rock. They might work with something completely different. And whereas on the other hand, our life is also rather conventional in a way, because look, their parents are married. A lot of kids in their age, their parents are divorced, and all their parents are, on their third or fourth family, as with my background as well. So it's yeah, I'm very happy just because of our family. I didn't grow up with that. I have so many things now that I did not have when I was a kid. Just the fact alone that even my siblings were either older or younger, and I lived most of my time not with them. My bigger brother that I grew up with, he moved out when I was 7 years old, 6 years old, 7 years old. So he was sort of out. And just because he was so much older, I grew up as a lonely child.
Yeah. Because
we never had any sibling rivalry. He was more like a father to me, and he was more of a caretaker. Whereas my smaller siblings, they lived with my dad, so I had very little to do with them, and on like an everyday, we didn't live together. So I spent a lot of time by myself, which I'm sure a lot of people that have played with me in bands have noticed. They've noticed that. Yeah. But it is what it is. But I grew up with a single parent. I grew up by myself. I played a lot alone, and I'm used to sort of quite a harmonious home, and not a whole lot of fights, and a lot of freedom. So for me growing up now, for my kids now to grow up in a family where they have and same age sibling, which I've never experienced whatsoever. I have no relationship to that. I cannot relate. And with two parents, it's like that's a complete new situation to me. I don't know how to do that, but I am currently doing that.
Yeah.
which is so nice. So I'm just happy for every moment like that where you notice like, wow, this is actually pretty cool. Like we have this pretty rad life and you know, at least I've you know, we're trying to with all our power to achieve a really good life for our kids and ourselves.
Yeah.
And what else can you like?
Well,
what else can you do? Like
yeah.
that's I guess that's what life is. That's what living is, and that's what parenting is. So I feel very in what do you call it? Like my sense of belonging and purpose is very strong, and that's really all you need, regardless if you play rock and music,
Yeah.
whatever, you know.
Yeah, it seems like everything is pretty well in balance in your life.
Right now it is. It does not mean that I'm not longing to go further, though.
For the next album.
Yeah. I still have a lot to do.
Hey, before our time is up, next year you're gonna write the album. So when do you think we're gonna hear it?
I am pretty sure that you will hear it in the beginning of 2021. We have a deadline, so it needs to be out.
Are you good with deadlines?
Yes, I actually prefer deadlines. We need to because you know, we need to. Buildings like these are very, very expensive, and you need to book them. So, you know, a tour in 2021 that's booked pretty much tomorrow, and then you have dates, and you have, you know, so halfway through next year somewhere, you know, sometime then we're going to announce a new tour, even though it's a year and a half in the future. So it's, you know.
That sounds good. I think our time is up when looking at these ladies in here. Hey, thank you. Always a pleasure.
Thank you.
Asenne on rock. Radio Rock.